So yesterday just we discussed about basic things, right? So like course content wise, you want to go deeply, or like yesterday just I go through like heading by heading, right? If you want to go deeply on this that one, or we can start directly the introduction of Android things.
Yeah, better if we start something practical, it will be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we can start with that. So now first we will concentrate on so Android history. So that we will start, like who invented and how this came, that we will see here now. So Android history. So who invented this Android? Andre Rubin. Andre Rubin has invented this Android. So how this R&D has started, that we will discuss in detail here first. In 2003, so Andre Rubin was a Java developer. So he was a Java developer in the year of 2003, means in 2003 he was a Java developer. So one day he went to a shop to buy one digital camera. So digital camera. So what is the normally the digital camera price will be high, like compared to normal other cameras. So then you've seen the price and is surprised, because why that much of huge price for the digital camera? Then he compared with normal camera. And then when he compared with normal camera and digital camera, if he identified there is a only one major difference, that is the software. So he identified only one difference, that is a major difference, that is the software. So for the software, like for the small software, why we need to pay that much? Why can't we make a software for the digital camera? So then he started R&D. R&D is, it's a research and development, right? So that R&D, he started R&D. Research and development, he started that. But R&D is not possible with a single person, right? So then immediately what he did is he started one company, the company name called Android Inc. The company name is an Android Inc. So then three members of his friends, three friends. So three members of his friends joined with him. So all together they are participating in the R&D. Right. So from the 2003 to 2005, they got some solution. So they got a solution. If they go with that, whatever they planned, if they go with that way, definitely they will get the software ready by for digital cameras. Right. So then he thought that, but what happens here? Last 2 years, everyone are not doing any extra job. They completely dependent on here when they are not getting any salaries, and whatever the amount they are invested something on this R&D part like that. So now they struggled with the funds. So they don't have any funds to move further. Then they approached many organizations, like a lot of organizations they approached. Finally, the Google has accepted, like they approached even Nokia. Also, what are the mobile manufacturers are there on those days? So they approached many. Finally, Google accepted their request in 2007 after 2 years. From 2005, they are trying. In 2007, Google has accepted their request. And Google invested some amount on this company, invested some amount in this company. So then, while they are tying up with the Google, so they said what are their future plans. Like means why the Google has accepted. There is a few reasons. So the first version which is released for. So they're supposed to release the first version for digital camera. Then after that, after this first version, so this they're supposed to do for the mobile platform. So the next software they're supposed to release, that is a mobile. So that is in feature, that is as an operating system. So as operating system, and then after it is open source. And finally, it has the development environment also, So these all are their plans for the future. So they're supposed to release the first version for digital camera. After that, mobile platform, they enter into mobile platform with the application. Then next, that became operating system in feature. And it is an open source. Always it is an open source. And finally, they're supposed to release the development environment also to become a UC the market. So they're supposed to release this development environment also. Right, but why this is an open source means there is one reason. So this R&D they did under OCJA. OCJA means it is the Open Handset Alliance. So the Open Handset Alliance is one huge community. So who develops under this community? Like if you want to register under OCJA, also you can do your R&D. If you do any kind of R&D under OCJA, if you release any product in the market, that product always should be the open source. Like that, they has went that they are enter into this OCJA. So that's the reason Android as always it is an open source. Right. So after this, it is like their feature plans. They announced this is in 2007. Right. Then after that, what happened? Once Google has invested in the start of the 2007, like January, February, like that, this happened. By end of the 2007, so they released one digital camera with Android application. So digital camera. So the first success has done in 2007, end of the 2007. By end of 2007, done. Then after in 2008, so middle of 2008, they released one mobile with Android. That is a manufacturer of HTC. So through HTC, in 2008, they released Android application with mobile, right? But this is not an operating system. It is like similar like how our basic mobiles nowadays we have like basic contacts, settings, extras, camera, Bluetooth, like whatever the options we have, like similar. It is similar. That is released in this. Then after this, HTC has released one device, but they approached at that time different other mobile manufacturers also. but they are not shown any interest to comes into this, because whatever they released in the market now, that is mobile application only. It is like similar one kind of other, whatever the other manufacturers are releasing now, that is a similar application. And so it is not a stable, right? It is not a stable, but whatever they are using as of now, that is a fully stable. So that's the reason other manufacturers has not shown any interest to come into this environment, right? Then after, now the next step has came. So that is in 2009. So they released again one more with HTC. So one more device with HTC, that is as an operating system. So that is as an operating system. HTC as an operating system. OS as an operating system. But even if this is released with HTC in 2009 with the operating system, also the people are not showing any interest to this. Why? Because even this is not a stable again. If you do that, some maybe they want to come to this environment also. It is looks like a app only again. Why? Because so this cannot be used as a apps are not available in a store, like means whatever the applications like Windows. If I am using my Windows laptop, I can search, I can install some of the applications in my Windows. Mac, I can search and I can install like that. Apps are not available on those days. That's the reason other manufacturers has not shown any interest. Then they succeeded in a 2010 with the development environment. They succeeded in this. Sorry, in 2010 it's not development. They released the Play Store. So they released the Play Store and they only updated. They only uploaded some of the applications. So then slowly other manufacturers have shown interest to come this, and 2011, mid of the 2011, they succeeded with the development environment. So development environment has came into picture in 2011. So once the development environment has came into the picture, so then lot of software companies have started the development of these mobile applications, and also other manufacturers have shown interest into this application development. This application, like they want to release the mobiles with Android. So like after this, almost we can say from 2012 onwards, Android has becoming day by day it is used in a market because of the more and more features it is releasing in every 5 months, 6 months, or 1 year. In between, maximum duration is in between of 1 year. They are releasing lot of features to the users. So day by day, it is became as a more popular in the span of 4 to 5 years. Right. This is the how the R&D has started and how this became an open source. So hope it is clear to everyone. Right. Then after here, now we will see the next step. So that is here. So once this is done, so here in our Android, so there are many versions are there in Android. So versions we will see here. So that is Cupcake, Donut, Eclair, Froyo, so Ginger, Bread, Honeycomb, Ice cream sandwich, Next is the jelly beans. Next is the Kit Kat. Next, lollipop. Marshmallow. Nugget. Nugget. Oreo. Oreo. Next, pie. Q, R, and S. S is the latest version. This the latest version has released in this year only, like this month only, not more than 20 days. Like 5th of this month only it is released S version. So these all are the different versions are there in our Android. Like we will start with the cupcake onwards. There are many versions are there in here. So here each version has some drawbacks and also some features. It has a lot of things here. So that we need to discuss one by one here. But here, are you identifying any similarities between these names? Like here, we have some similarities in these names. So to identify those similarities, here see cupcake, donut. So these all are the bakery items, right? Why in these bakery items names means Andre Rubin and his friends always eat such type of foods. So that's the reason. So they put all the names in this way, right? So here now, each version has some specific features, right? Those specific features we can discuss in a next class. But before that, I want to discuss few things. One thing, if you know about this, you need to understand these few words. One is the SDK. So that SDK, each version has one SDK. SDK means it is a software development kit. So what this software development kit can do? So the software development kit can do many things, like whatever the development activities can be, all designs and functionalities, everything can be supported, everything could be stored in this kit. So from the kit only we can do all the functionalities from here. That is software development kit can help to do this. Like each version has some set of SDK. So I'll show you where you find that SDK, how we need to know which SDK version we are working. So that I'll show you once our Android Studio installation has completed. There I'll show you this. Then next we need to understand the API. So this is the API means this is SDK software. Software development kit, right? So this is API means this is the application program interface. So application program interface like this. So SDK is this. This is the application program interface. Like how the SDK is there for every version. This is also there for this development. Like API, based on the API levels, each version has some API level and some SDK version. So with those combination of these two only, we will do the development of the specific versions, right? So this is fine, but here we want to understand the next steps from here. Like first of all, I want to understand something here. What is an application? What is an application? So application and app. What is there any difference between the application and app? So both are same. In mobile terminology, we will say as the app and in web terminology, we will say as the application. Like what is application or app? So in a simple words, so set of features together. In general words, I'm not saying the technical words. First we need to understand, then we can go with the technical. So together we can say has the set of features together, we can say has the, like I want to do the calculator. Calculator is one of the application. So calculator will contain set of features like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, percentage, like etc. So that we can say has the application. So that we can say application. So next is similar, like what happens here. So now in actual terminology fitting, if we discuss, app means which reduce the human efforts. Like I want to do some calculations. My app should reduce the human efforts, right? So that we can say has the application or app, which means which can reduce the human efforts and increase the productivity, that we can say has the application or an app. So that is fine. Then next thing we need to understand, what is mobile app? What is mobile app? So mobile app is nothing but which can run on a mobile. Which can run on our mobile. Like how, see, I'm installing on calculator. So the calculator is running on my mobile. So that I can say as the mobile application which is running on mobile. So that I can say mobile app. But if it is a mobile application, means it should has a specific ways to install. If it is an Android application or an iOS application, means which can run. If it is an Android application, it can run on an Android mobile. If it is an iOS application, it can run on an iOS. So that we can say has a mobile application. Means mobile application is installer. It is an installer. Like see, I can, without installing the Flipkart, I can access the Flipkart application through mobile. Like I can go to browser in a mobile. From there, I can open the Flipkart and I can, whatever I want to buy something, I can buy and I can go to the next step, right? That whatever I did, that I cannot say mobile application. That is a browser-based application. I opened in a browser, then I done my transaction. But the mobile app means that Flipkart application, if I install in my application, in my phone, in my mobile, then that we can say as the mobile application. So what is the benefit of the mobile application? For a two ways here we will discuss. Like I'm not having a smartphone. I'm not having a smartphone. So always I'm accessing the anything, like I have the very basic phone. So I'm accessing the application through web portal, web only, in laptop or desktop. Then in a Flipkart today, I searched for the shoe. So maybe some of my reason, maybe the price high or not suitable color or suitable size, like that, I not buy that product. Then what happens here? Flipkart may send a mail to your registered mail ID or some message to some SMS to your mobile number. You offers for this. But even I don't have the smartphone, even I cannot access every time my email also. Right. Again, whenever I sit in front of the laptop, then only I can able to see that mail. Okay. Oh, Yesterday again Apat was the shoe, but I missed. So here as a user, I'm missing the alerts if you have any offers kind of thing. And as an application owner, is losing the business. Because of that is the reason every applications they are releasing the mobile apps for their business to increase. Like as for the Google survey, so when the year like 2013 and 14, the Flipkart has released the mobile application. Before releasing the mobile application, whatever their business, once they released that mobile application, their business became in the next year 300%. Whatever the percentage is there, triple of that, it became the triple of that. Because of the mobile. Because laptop means I'm using the limited time. Mobile means almost now it can say except sleeping, remaining all time, that is there in every person hand. Right, maximum 8 to 9 hours. Means maximum of the people use mobile at least, means it's available 10 to 12 hours average, and an average the people can use the 10 to 12 hours the mobile should be available in hand. Right, that is the reason the people can do. It's a more see that, so that's the reason the business has increased. That's the reason the mobile apps has become more and more popular in this. Right, then before entering into this mobile development, again I want to understand the two things. What are the types of the mobile app development? So means like first, what are the mobile types? How many types of the mobiles are there in market? Anyone? How many types of the mobiles are available in market? Anyone? No types available. So what are those? Android and iOS. Okay, but what about these basic mobiles? So in my view, what I do is feature phone and smartphone. Feature phone and smartphone. So which is the phone having the basic features of the phone that I can say has the feature phone? Like all of the basic mobiles will comes into this. Means this does not contain any OS. This has not having the operating system. So this having the operating system. So operating system. So because of operating system, we can install and uninstall the applications here. Install and uninstall the applications here. But here we cannot install. We cannot install, uninstall, because whatever the basic manufacturer has given the feature that we can use. And here it is a low memory. Here it is a high memory. High memory. And so high memory, and here what will examples for this is the all basic phones which are coming like nowadays. Lot of Nokia is there, like lot of China mobiles are there, Samsung is there, like all basic mobiles will comes into this, like which are not having the operating system. Even basic Geo phones also will comes into this basic phones only. Right, in this case it should come as Android and iOS comes into this. An example is here Android and iOS. So these two comes under into this because both are having the operating system. In both mobiles, we can able to install and uninstall the operating system. Right? That is the reason we can do this. This is the two types. One is this and this. Now what we are learning here means we are learning here the smartphone related development, that is a native mobile app development. Our course is native mobile app development. Native mobile app development. Right, this is our course. But so native app mobile development, again in this there are two. One is the Android, other is the iOS. But here we are, this course we are going with the Android, that is with language called Kotlin, because Kotlin is the trending in the market. So we are going with the Kotlin, right? This is clear. Now, even in Android also there are three different types of developments are there, like different types of developments. One is the app development. Second is the game development. Third is the OS development. So OS development is available on a Google or in a manufacturers, mobile manufacturers. Means mobile manufacturer is customizing their operating system, right? So those two people has that. But app development is having the more end companies. Game development is only on the who are dealing with the games, very rare companies. The game development we have. But here, what we are learning, this we are learning here. So app development, that is our course. Right. So I think Venkat and Kumar, you people joined late, and I think you people are not there yesterday also, right?
Yes.
So like here, so this is normally just the introduction about this one, but here what happens here, our course is like it's our 45 days duration, 50 hours of course. So in this 50 hours of course, we will learn from the basic to till real-time concepts like web services, material design, fragments, how to upload the apps in a Play Store, and how to enable the ads in the apps, like those, how to create offline and online kind of applications. So such kind of all the things we will cover from basics to ending. We will cover each and everything this. So that we will do here, that is in the 45 days. And what we will provide every end of the each session, you will get a recording of the session. Then I'll give you one PDF which contains the theoretical and some programmatical examples. And whatever the examples here we are discussing in a classroom, each and every example I'll write in front of you people. I'll create a program. I'll write line by line with clear explanation. And end of the each session, I'll give you the tasks. So if you practice those tasks easily, you can manage with 1 to 2 years of experience in a market, easily get survive. And I take one sample project here, like sample project kind of thing we will implement here. Like we'll combine around in between of the 10 to 15 different topics together in a single application. That became as the project structure, project architecture, like how we are going the real-time thing, that I'll explain clearly there. And if you want like any resume kind of thing, I'll give you the resume format, the sample format. You can update that. If you want any help on that, I'll help you on that area. Right. So these all are the things can provide from our side. Like every day it is a 1 hour session. So, but initially, like 4 or 5 days, we will spend little bit lesser time, because some people will join, some people will go on like that. Once the batch has confirmed, exactly we'll spend the 1 hour session like that. Right. So if you have any other questions. So I asked one question in OS development, what kind of program? Yeah, C and C++, that is. For game development, mostly it is in Java only. For operating system level, it is C and C++. So, any other questions, Venkat and Kumar?
So native mobile app development means like you will teach from the scratch, right? How to develop the app and how to install, how to place the same app into App Store, right?
Correct. From the scratch, completely from the scratch we'll go, because here we are dealing with the KOTLIN. KOTLIN is new to everyone. So we
Yes.
start from the basic, completely from the basic scratch to develop.
Okay. Okay. What is the prerequisites for this course?
So if you have any one of the program knowledge with OOPS concept, that is enough for that.
Okay.
If you don't have, just initial stages, you need to like spend little bit more time for the practice and understand the things what like I'm using somewhere. I'm saying this is a class, this is a method, this is inheritance, this is like that. When I'm explaining, at least if you understand those things, it's easy for you. If you're
Okay.
not, little bit confusion will create initially. After that, okay, you can manage that.
Okay.
Right. Any other questions from anyone? Okay. So then we can done for this today. So tomorrow we will see Android version wise features. Like I mentioned here, a lot of versions like Cupcake, Donut, right? So that version wise features we will see here. What are the each version having what kind of features, that we will see in tomorrow's session. This version wise features we will see. When that version has released, what are the features and what are the drawbacks of each version. This version also, version wise features also important for developing this. Like I have developed one feature that is not supporting in a KitKat. Then someone has installed that application in KitKat. They say that this is not working. Then we can say this is the because of the KitKat. This feature it cannot work like that. So then we can write the alternate code for that version. Like that kind of comparison purpose, these features are important for us as a developer. So that we can see in tomorrow's session. Hope it is clear. Or any questions from anyone? Otherwise, we'll wind up the session for the day. Okay, I hope everyone is clear. So then we will meet tomorrow 7 p.m. Thank you.